Listen, NO, let me get this right.
I ain't gonna lie, my jury game is crazy. Hold on.
Look, pulling out big. Right, money don't matter. Okay,
Let me let you know, Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? You know, Fat Joe, my jury game is crazy. It's 100,000 at least. Let me just tell you, no diamonds, brother. No diamonds, brother. No diamonds.
That's you get me excited, Norman. Yo, Nori, check this out. Very big moment in your life. Couple of days ago, you had Pharrell on Drink Champs, and the man took out the time. He said, cameras, when the cameras was off and everything, he looked at you like a brother and said, listen, man, I love you. You kept it beyond real with me for 20 years when you ain't have to. You helped us blow up in the game. And so I'm going to take this bow. And he bowed down.
Close that door.
He bowed down and he went down, almost tried to kiss your feet. And I seen you back up like, hold up, Pharrell, you ain't got to go there. What kind of feeling, what did that mean to you when the man did that to you as a man?
Fat Joe is great. Do you understand how great Fat Joe is?
Of course.
Do you understand? Like, let's just be clear. Like he knows exactly what he's doing. Like, I feel like I might have taught. I taught him a little bit.
Now you might have taught me. No. You might have taught me.
He does his own shit.
You might have taught me.
Fat Joe, let me tell you something, Fat Joe.
Answer the question, how you felt when the great Pharrell.
I waited for 20 years for that, man. You know, I loved it, but guess what, Joe? I didn't even want it when it happened. Like, when he actually said that to me.
Come back. So you waited 20 years for your brother who has blown up to happy all along, and we still, you know, boss of bosses, and he came and wanted to let you know, yo, f the awards, f the Grammys, f the millions of dollars. Brother, you my brother, and I'm going to salute you like I'm supposed to. How did you feel, Nori?
I'm still high off of that right now. I'm still high. Like, you know, your wife is one of my friends. Like, I consider her a friend. Without you being involved. So I wanted to call your wife. I wanted to call Kuda Dre. I wanted to call everybody because I felt like I deserved that moment. But I felt like I didn't even want to need that moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't need it, but I deserved it. And when he did it, and when I went back and looked at the footage, I was like, damn. This is beautiful. This is really beautiful because
I don't know if he knew he was on camera. He had my man Angel behind him, but he had like, because you caught him from the right cheekbone, the left cheekbone, from under. Your whole crew had cameras out.
Yo,
I don't know if he thought that was a no camera moment, but they caught that shit at every angle.
But here's the crazy, Joe.
And the way you, like, the kind of respect that you showed me before and in our latter years, and the kind of shit that you, like the shit that you've done for us, me and Chad. That's what you do in India, bro.
The whole interview was over. We was done. We did 3.5 hours. And you know this. Close that door. You know this. The bigger the people get, the more they have people. So he had a product manager. He had a product manager come to the set. And the product manager said, you got 30 minutes. And I looked at this, I'm so sorry. But I looked at her and I said, if this mother gives me 30 minutes, leave it alone. So, you know what we wound up having?
Almost 4 hours.
Almost 4 hours.
Yeah, those usually be the longest interviews because they come and say, you only got 20 minutes, and before you know it, they love what's going on it turns into 3-4 hours. They don't want to leave. They with family. They talking about dope, celebrating them, and it turns into the most beautiful interviews.
Yes, and you know who invented that? Fat Joe. Fat Joe invented that. Let's be clear. I seen you with Funk Flex. I seen you, and Flex said, you know, I can't do it because like whatever. You know what? I want Flex to know that when you said you are me, you are right. And but let me answer the question. When Pharrell did that, like it was so much of an honor because if you work with Jay-Z, you work with Nas, they have people called product managers. These are people that come there and they scope out the situation and they make sure that this does not happen. And when Pharrell peeped that I wasn't going for it, I just didn't care. And when he peeped that and he acknowledged that, then it was a beautiful interview. I got him drunk. Like, listen, Fat Joe. Fat Joe, I don't get everybody drunk.
You get me drunk.
Relax. I'm trying to establish.
How about you, Fat Joe?
It's not about you, Fat Joe. Double job. But it's not. So when I got Pharrell drunk, and I could look at him, and I could look at my shape up and say my shape up is still great. I said, "Damn, I'm good at my job," you know, because the guy, he sat there and he was drunk, and I looked and I said, "Yes, this is exactly what I wanted to do." Puff Daddy, I hit Puff Daddy, I hit Hove. I hit all of them, and all of them wanted to call in, and I just was like, nah, you know, I'm good. Because I got 3 hours out the guy.
Let me tell you something. You living your best life. Do you have a lifetime subscription or guarantee with Ace of Spades? Is that what's going on here?
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't never want to drink Moet again in my life.
He's not. Tap water.
Mr. Lee.
He's not drinking ever again.
Yo, Mr. Lee, that nigga drinking that shit like it ain't, like it's truffle on the eggs. Like, yo, Nori, so what is it? You call them up and say, I need 50 bottles and they just send it?
Damn, Fat Joe's he's putting me on the spot. All right. I'm going to tell you the truth.
You got to drink a lot, Joe.
No. But he's got to drink a lot of Ace.
Got to be the king of Ace.
Right. The first time Jay-Z has ever called me is because he wanted to fix a rumor about you. So he asked me, can you fix it? And can, you know, and I said, yes. And I called you and I said, Joe, please. And you said, Nori, if you get me on this phone with this guy, you could be clear. I'm great. I didn't know it was for all the way up remix. I didn't know. But my life changed from that moment because I didn't use my favor for me. I used it for you. And that was the best moment of my life. Like, you don't know this. I say this behind your back. I don't say this when you're around because I'm like, yo, you know what? My one favor I have for Jay-Z, I gave it to Fat Joe. So I know you give it to Becca's and all that, but Becca's did not put you on the phone.
No. You put me in. Nori, you put me in. I say it all the time. Yo, Nori, you didn't only bring the piece and put Jay-Z on all the way up. You introduced me to Ghazi, my business partner, who I make millions of dollars.
Ghazi, yes. Because you know why, Joe? I'm going to just be honest with you. You're probably one of the wonderfulest person I've ever met. Like, I'm sorry to put you on the spot. You know, you, your wife, your daughter, your son, both of your sons, everybody. You're probably one of the best people I ever met in life. I'm sorry. I know you don't want this. I know you're humble.
And I take that from you because you're one of the most loyalist guys I ever met in my life.
And God told me, give that favor to Fat Joe. God. Literally.
Joprah moment. That is a Joprah moment. God told NORE, NORE, you got one favor with Hov. What's it gonna be? And you just said, give it to my brother Fat Joe.
Woo, that's classic right there. We gotta get
But here's the deal. I knew that was the right move. I knew it. I knew that this is crazy. I'm getting a little emotional. I knew you deserved this favor more than me. I knew it. Like I knew it. Like I was like, yo, I'm never gonna rhyme again. Like I probably won't ever rhyme again. And if Fat Joe, and I thought of your wife, I thought of your daughter, I thought of your sons, I thought of everything, and I said, you know what? I called Myth Bleak. And Myth Bleak told me, he said, are you sure Fat Joe wants to squash this beef? And I said, yeah. And then Myth Bleak said, I'm gonna call you back in 2 minutes. And he pulled over. So when he pulled over, he said, I saw Fat Joe 2 weeks ago. Or 2 months ago. He was like, Fat Joe still had it on. And I said, Bleak, I'm 1 million. I called you first. I called you. I said, yo, Joe, you sure? He said, yes. And I said, Bleak, I'm 1,000,000% going to put my brother on the line. And he said, if you tell me that he's, like, we don't have to ever go to the Mirage. We don't have to go to the Carbon and watch out for Terror Squad guys. And I said, you never have to do that again. And I never even talked to you and got into depth with that, but I just knew, and when All the Way Up remix happened, it was I never cried that much in my life. I never cried that much in my life. I never told you this. I'm a corny guy for not telling you this, but I cried so much because your win is truly my win. When you told Funk Flex that I am NORE,
that's right.
It meant so much to me because I am Fat Joe.
That's right, my brother. And that's why we run side by side. And let me tell you what be bugging me out, NORE. People be asking me all the time, right? People do be asking me, yo, Joe, how you in the podcast business when your man NORE started it with the Drink Champs and this and this and that? And I said, I was tired of people telling the wrong stories in documentaries and this and that. But I think NORE's the best at what he does. He's the greatest. And I'm just another voice. I don't think I think NORE would like me to do this rather than some suckers that's out there. Because it's some suckers out there, NORE. No, it is. You know what I'm saying? And so, did you ever think like I violated you or I stepped on your toes by doing the big show?
No, first off, I just want to be clear. I executive produced the big show.
You know you a bad motherfucker, boy.
Me and your daughter, they're executive produced the big show. I don't never have to be at the big show. But that's my show. Let's be clear. Look, Shampoo is fucking dressed as Bobby Shampoo. The Santa Claus. We're having a Christmas party. I know you COVID fucking scared. So
now,
but let me just tell you something.
All right, go ahead.
I love DJ Khaled. I love him. Just in case I never said that, Fat Joe, you're my closest friend in this industry. You always been there for me. Always. I wouldn't pick up for me at certain times. And you picked up for me.
All the time.
All the time. I feel like I was in jail and you still picked up on me.
That's right.
And I want you to know that 1,000,000% that would never go unrecognized. It would never go unnoticed. It would never do none of that. With you and your family and how your family show my family love. Like I love my wife's relationship with your wife. I love it. I love your daughter relationship with my son. I love it.
And so, I wanna ask you, I love Noah. Listen, all your kids, but listen, all your kids, Noah's my guy. Noah's a special guy, right? So, but listen, nobody can fuck with Noah, right?
Noah's my guy.
Yeah, no, Rich is like, yo, Noah's my guy. Yo, listen, I wanna go. You had an album called God's Favorite, and I honestly believe you are God's favorite. And because I honestly believe.
Look at Fat Joe being good at his job. Fat Joe being good at his job.
Yeah, I know, man. Come on, man. Like, what you think? Yo, I know. You are God's favorite. But I'm going to tell you something that I don't want the people to take crazy, because every night I'm preaching on here about safety, this, social distance, this and that. I believe that you are immune to COVID-19. If there was ever a guy that cannot catch it, I think
he told me this before.
Don't say that. Because I have seen you with 50 guys in LA, Waldorf Astoria, Left Crack Queens, the double jobs every day.
Let's not look over the Waldorf Astoria. Let's not look over that. Hold on, Fat Joe.
COVID, I've been pussy. I've been in the house. I've been watching myself. And because when COVID wasn't around, be clear, we go to dinner with our families 2 times a week, us. And so I miss you and miss your wife but I can't come around you because right now you got 40 guys with you right now. And what is it? What's the secret? Because I know you took about 19 COVID tests.
I did take tests.
You're COVID-free. But I believe you God's favorite, and you're the one man that can't get COVID.
Well,
the left rack blood.
I'll be honest with you. When it first happened, first off, Fat Joe is my worst critic ever when it's my birthday.
Oh yeah.
When it's my birthday, I'm like, I want to go. Fat Joe is like, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna leave. So every year when it's my birthday, I want to avoid Fat Joe's calls because I know Joe it's a hurricane coming. And Fat Joe is gonna tell me, we gotta leave. So it started with the St. Regis, let's be clear. Do you remember that? I had a big suite at the St. Regis. Fat Joe calls me and says, we're gonna die. I swear to God. No, y'all think I'm lying. That's how Fat Joe started the conversation. We're gonna die.
I think it's Hurricane Katrina or something. It's coming to Miami, and you're like, yo, I rented out the whole St. Regis top floor. We're gonna do it big, baby. And I said, we're gonna die.
By the way, in case you don't know, you're my scaredest friend. Like, when I want to be scared, I call you. And you definitely scared the shit out of me. So I actually rented the St. Regis that year. I had two floors, and Joe told me no. He made me. This is such a beautiful thing. He made me get on a private jet. Who has a friend?
The storm?
Yeah, who has a friend? Who has a friend that
hurricane that
forces you to get on a private jet?
Hurricane.
And I was just so happy to be Gucci down.
Like, yo, you got to get out of here.
I
an hour before the storm.
We had our dogs. Our dogs was on there. He thinks my dog is gay. I don't know why. This is crazy.
Yeah, because Chapo, Narco was sniffing my dog's butt, but they both boys.
But
LGBT shit going on there.
So, but I say that to say, I can't have a better friend than you, Fat Joe. I'm sorry. I know I'm going a little bit
I
off
can't have a
topic.
better friend than you, bro. And so
Nah, let me give you your flowers. Chill. Let me give you your flowers, yo. When Drink Champ started, I needed a little something, and I hit you, and you gave me a little something. And I've never gave you that little something back. But that little something
Became big something.
it became big something. And Fat Joe actually owns a piece of Drink Champs. Let's make some fucking noise. And I love that. I really.
Honestly, you're one of my closest friends. No question, one of my best friends I love on earth.
No, I love you.
That I could count on my hand. But I've honestly always, with any one of our friends, I've always wanted to see him win. You know, Pistol Pete, he got The Dog in the Yard. I really loved that show. And I sat down with him for 2-3 hours, and I gave him every war story I ever had in my life.
That was a good one.
It was a good one. I saw that. Close that door.
And so,
I saw that.
You know, when I come to Drink Champs, you know what I mean? The first time I try to give you everything I could in the world because I want my brothers to do good. I get happy, right? So when I sit in my couch and I see Pharrell do that, I slept like a baby that night. I was like, wow. Why? Because
but Joe, this is the thing. This is the thing, Joe, that you don't know. First episode we ever did. We did Kenny Anderson, but we did you. You looked at me and you said, "Are we sure we want to say what we just said?" And I looked at you and I seen your concern, and I knew the show was gonna work from your concern. So I said, I'm gonna do it. And you looked at me, you said, sure, because you let's just be clear. You love Spiff TV, and I love Spiff TV. I love Spiff TV. I love Spiff. Let me just tell you,
this is when you said he
hold on, hold it. I love Spiff TV. But Spiff TV did wash my drawers. It's just 1,000,000%. It's 1,000,000%. It's 1,000,000%. Let me show mom $500,000. Show my shit. Let me show my shit. I look good. I love Spiff TV. That's my friend. Me and him helped bring reggaeton to Americans 1,000,000%. But when you told me, you looked at me and you said, "You sure?" And when you was offended, that's when I knew the record was going to work. That's when I knew the shit was going to work. So when Young Berg got on your show and said, "I agreed to this dude," I told him, I'm gonna edit you. I'll edit you. But then he went on your shit and he said, "Yo, we gotta edit." And you said, it's too late. So I intentionally violated him. I intentionally violated him.
It's done.
It's
That's
done.
a guaranteed Drink Champs classic. Like, you fucked up.
So I intentionally violated. So the other day I called him.
I know what I want to talk to you about. And let's get real serious with this one. I want you to focus on this one, right? Tell Mr. Lee, everybody chill for a sec. Because this is serious, right? They got to relax, right? I seen you say the other day, Vlad TV needs to take your shit off. Can he please take your interviews off of his thing? Now, I'm going to let you answer that. I don't know what's going on with this guy because I never had a problem with Vlad TV. But he's been taking my interviews from my show. And then, you know, my show is all about positivity and light. And he's been taking it and he's been posting it but putting the fuck shit on the title, the clickbait on my shit and making shit look weird. And now he's taking interviews that I did 5 years ago and wording in it crazy. And I'm like, what is going on with this guy Vlad? Because I never had beef with this guy, but I'm really not liking the way he's trying to like manipulate my words and make me look crazy out there. You know, this show's about positivity and bringing the light and celebrating, and he's taking my shit, ripping it off my shit, and writing fuck shit on the caption. So I seen you talking about him, and so why did you make those remarks about Vlad?
1,000,000%. As a person, I like Vlad as a person. As a business person, I hate Vlad. And the reason I say that is because he's not responsible. He's not like, he doesn't sit back and say, you know what, Fat Joe did this. Fat Joe had tax problems. I'm not going to ask Fat Joe about his tax problems, right? He doesn't do that. What he does is he does the exact opposite. He sits there and he says, yo, Joe, so what happens? And then you wind up talking about your tax problems. It's not that you tried to do it. It's that he baited you into doing that. So me and Vlad, I spoke to him and I asked him to come on Drink Champs. And he said, yeah, I'll come on Drink Champs as long as I can't drink. And I'm like, wait a minute. You get these brothers to come on your show. You get them inebriated. The reason why I know you get them inebriated because you did it to me. You get these brothers all this on your show, but you're going to be careful when it comes to you doing somebody else's show. And that's the definition. What is that shit called? Of
Intentions.
No,
Manipulation.
that's the definition of
Being a foul nigga.
foul nigga.
Being a fuck nigga. Yeah, I'm about to tell you, call him a fuck nigga.
But no. What's the shit that Dame Dash be saying?
Culture vulture.
Culture vulture. That's the destination of culture vulture. Because I said, yo, bro, I came on your show plenty of times, and here's the thing about me. I never signed his contract, not once. Not once have I ever signed that contract, bro. I've been scoring since 1996 when Trash made me sign a contract, and I love Trash. But since Trash made me sign a contract, I won't sign shit, Fat Joe. I don't even think I signed a big show or the Coca Vision. I don't even think I signed your shit. So Cherry, yeah, that's good. Yeah, you did a great job. but I just don't. And so what happens is when I said that, he understood my plight because he's like, damn, NORE is one of the guys that never signed the shit. So he reached out. I don't think he reached out. His boy Raheem reached out, and I just was like, cool. I don't want no problems. I don't want no smoke. But I'm standing in solidarity with hip hop, and hip hop is banning him, and so I'm gonna ban him as well.
So let me ask you something, NORE. I just want to ask you as a brother, right? You've been doing journalism. Why, if hip hop is banding together against this guy, I've never said nothing wrong about this guy. All of a sudden, he's releasing 2 interviews of me every day saying foul shit. Like, he's trying to get me to argue with him or what. I don't get what his shit is because I never had a problem with it.
What he's doing is trying to get you to react to him. So if you react
right now, we fucked up talking about him.
That's okay. But if you react to him and you say, yo, listen, Vlad, whatever, I didn't like this, I don't like this. Whatever it is, you're already in his web. You're already in his tumbleweed. So, all right, we're talking about him right now. It's great. Fuck it. You know, we don't care. We're great. We're great. We're great. The thing about it is, fuck that. Fuck that. We cannot fold to the people that the people ain't fucking with. If the people ain't fucking with them, we got to do it. If they Me Too'd, fuck it. Let's Me Too them too. You know what I'm saying? We have to, like, you know, Russell Simmons is a different breed. Russell Simmons is a different breed. I spoke to Russell Simmons, so we got to figure that part out. But people like Vlad, where you know you fucked up the culture. You know all you had to do was say sorry to Louis Farrakhan, and you didn't want to do that. We can't stand next to you. We can't stand by you. We can't stand near you. We can't do nothing
right.
because Louis Farrakhan.
I'm not staring near him. I'm not beefing. Vlad, don't add extra security to your people. Don't think I'm coming at you, Joe Crack. I'm not. I have no problems with you like that. I'm just saying, please don't take my show is about positivity and uplifting the people. And like NORE says, give them their flowers while they're alive. Please stop taking my shit, ripping it off, and putting crazy shit on your headlines to get clicks, because that's not what I'm about. Now, let me ask you something, NORE, and you've been doing some big ones. I seen Pharrell, I seen 2 Chainz, I seen the Goody Mob. What is your dream Drink Champs interview? Your dream, if you had one person to interview.
Big boy.
Well, it would be Pun, but I can't bring Pun back. I wish I could bring Pun back. No, I can't do that. So, the thing is, Jay has recognized me. He has recognized me. He has put me in the position to be that guy. And I took over, a couple of things for him. I just went to Atlanta on Jay-Z's dime, and it was beautiful. Did I say that correctly? Beautiful. I'm in the same Regis in the big boy floor, but
Who's the ideal?
Cherry, Colorado got to them. But my dream interview would be Jay-Z and Dr. Dre. But nah, I don't want Eminem. I'm just saying.
Come on, don't diss Eminem. Hold up.
I'm not
you
Eminem.
Just saying your dream would be Dr. Dre or Jay-Z. Don't let M's our family.
Though, if they tell me, if either one of them was to say, I can't talk about my ex-wife or I can't talk about such and such, I would decline the interview, because I just can't. I just can't. I just can't. Who did we just have? We just had Pharrell, right?
Yeah. Goody Mob tonight.
Then we had Goody Mob. We got Pharrell tonight. Pharrell's tonight.
Who has you?
TV,
who have you? Yo, NORE. Who have you? See, my show's different. It's a daily show, and we on live. You can't take the talk back. But what celebrity has been the one to call you after an interview the most to be like, yo, could you change that? Could you cut that? Could you edit that?
Every one of them. Besides you. Listen, let me just tell you something. My job is the hardest job in the world, because after I interview them, I leave. BJ is the only man in the world to catch on to what I do. BJ grabbed me after Irv Gotti said some crazy shit. BJ grabbed me and was like, please, NORE, can we edit that? And I, look, get the fuck off of me. Hell no. And I leave. But BJ is probably the only man in the world to catch on to it. You caught on to it.
I know you, man. I know your tricks. I know your tricks.
And
I know your tricks.
I just don't want
you be working me at dinner. You be working me at dinner. You be interviewing me at dinner. And I be like, this motherfucker.
Yeah, he's good.
You ask me something, I don't say nothing. We drink some wines. By the end of the night, I'll tell you the answer. I say, yo, this motherfucker be working me at dinner.
Look, I'll tell you my best one. Swiss Beats comes on Drink Champs. I love Swiss Beats. Swiss Beats' exact statement is, ask me that smoke. Ask me to smoke. Remember that? You remember?
Yes.
Y'all remember?
I remember.
I want to be the biggest rating.
He said, I want to be the biggest rating. Ask me to smoke. So I say, Swiss, you sure? He goes, yes.
Yeah.
Sure? He goes, yes. I say to Swiss, a verse for a verse, homie, that's not a swap for me. Swiss loses his mind. Swiss, because he doesn't, Like I guess he looked at me as if I didn't know. So Swiss goes, "What? I'm Rough Riders. Fuck that. I'll shoot him in his face." To tell you the truth, everything that Swiss said was proper. It was proper for the reaction.
What he was saying about who?
Drake. He's talking about Drake.
Yes, I remember that.
Verse for verse, homie, that's not a swap for me. The rumor was that was about you, Swiss. Swiss says to me, he calls me 2 days later, "Nori, I don't want to say this." I avoid Swiss for 3 days, which is not like me because I love Swiss. But I avoid him because I'm just like, damn. But that third day, I love Swiss to death. That's my bro. So when Swiss said to me, he says, "Yo, please, let's just erase the Drake shit." And I look at him and I say, "Yo, listen, Swiss, you're going to say this again. You mean this. What you said about Drake, you mean this. Can I keep it?" Swiss says, "Listen, Nori, I'm in a different space in my life. Bom, bom, bom. No problem." I let him. I erase it. I actually, this is my first time editing. I actually edited Swiss. Do you know what happened 2 months later? Swiss fucking says the same exact thing. What with Busta Rhymes? And Busta Rhymes is not a media guy. He's not a... So Busta is not helping him out. He's not saying, "Calm down, Swiss." He's not saying... He's not. Me, Drake called me 2 weeks prior to Swiss calling me, and Drake told me he was going to do Drink Champ. So I kept it under control when Swiss did my shit.
Well, that's a Joprah moment. Drake called you and said he's gonna do Drink Champs?
I'm lying. Drake called Elliot Wilson, excuse me. And Elliot Wilson did relate the message. He called Elliot Wilson. Elliot Wilson, it was on a voicemail, and Elliot Wilson played it for me. So I heard it and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I didn't want to jeopardize my Drake moment. So I was protecting Drake. And Swiss, my brother, who's my brother? Let's just be clear. This is my brother. I love Swiss to death. But I knew I shouldn't have edited the Swiss. I knew I shouldn't have. I should have caught the beef. I should have caught the smoke. I should have did that. Because when Swiss said what he had to say about Drake on our shit, it was sincere. It was not like how he did with Busta, because what he did with Busta didn't know how to prepare it. He didn't know how to edit it. He didn't know how to elevate himself.
Do you know what was the illest shit said on the Big Show? Bobby Brown came on here and said he taught Michael Jackson how to moonwalk.
What's wrong about that, Joe? What's wrong? If he really did, what's wrong about that?
Nah, I believe him. You know what I'm saying? I believe Bobby Brown. He told me that. I couldn't believe it because the signature move, you know, the moonwalk made Michael Jackson. And
yeah, I don't believe
so
Bobby
either.
Said
he taught him that.
Yeah,
and then, you know, everybody else started calling me up, like telling me it was the dude from Shalimar, Jeff Daniels, like everybody else but Bobby said it was somebody else, right? And
right.
And that was the illest shit I ever heard on this show. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, imagine that. Yo, Ching.
Bing, bing, baby.
What's up, Ching Bing?
What's up, baby?
Yo, next time you ride bike with Nori, make sure he gives you the motorbike, not the regular Perico Ping Ping. Don't give him
Shout
the
out to
Johnny
Hood
Piece
Therapy,
of
too. We got the sneaker
like
session.
5 blocks ahead of him.
Fat Joe, you know we got the Hood Therapy session, or sneaker therapy, where we go to people's sneakers, and if your shit is whack, we throwing your shit in the fucking ocean.
That's a great contest. Yo, Nori, tell me about this merch. You're supposed to be.
He didn't flinch. He didn't flinch.
Nori,
you know your sneaker game is right.
Nori, you're supposed to be sending me some merchandise or something. You called me like 2 weeks ago. I sent you the address. Like, what you working on?
hoodies for him.
Fat Joe, let me just be clear. I sent you and Jay-Z on the same list. It's coming to you, brother. Don't worry. Got you, Jay-Z, Nas. I'm not gonna lie. You my big homie. I don't know if you know that. Like, you're the big homie. So it might take like 3 weeks to get to you. But when it gets to you, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you're the big bro. We love you. You know what I'm saying? Murder you.
Hey.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, man. I just want to tell you that I love you, my brother. Keep enjoying yourself. I'm proud of you. Every time I see a Queens get the money blunt, every time I see a smoke champs and drink champs, and it just, and I want you to be the richest guy in the world.
Do you see the St. Regis Atlanta?
I want you to be St. Regis Atlanta. Yo, but Nora, you've been doing that. Though, Nora, you've always been at the flyest restaurants. You've always been at the flyest hotels and cribs. You live on the water. When you look out the window, your shit sky blue ocean. Yo, Nori,
You ain't lying.
you the only guy fooling yourself. Like, you know, yo, St. Regis. We see you in the St. Regis every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if it ain't that, it's the Waldorf Astoria.
Yeah.
If it ain't that, hey, yo, Nori, I got Instagram. I see the truffle on the spaghetti. I see the double yacht. Double yacht means 2 yachts, not 1 yacht. 2. And I watch you do this every weekend.
Every week.
Double yacht,
Double yacht, baby. Double yacht. Hey, Nori, I love you so much, my brother. Thank you for coming on. Be safe. I'll see you when you get back.
No, I'm back. I just want to say something.
Tune into Drink Champs tonight.
You can tune into Drink Champs tonight. We got Pharrell, whatever.
10 p.m.
But that's not what this is about. What this is about is Fat Joe is one of the greatest people I ever met in life. Not because he's a rapper. Fat Joe's been there for me when I needed him to be there for me. And a lot of people wonder why certain people's not on Drink Champs. It's because Fat Joe owns Drink Champs.
Some guys are fuck niggas don't deserve it. They ain't nobody. They can't make it to Drink Champs.
And let me just tell you, bro, you were there for me at a time where I needed you to be there for me. And you're still here for me at a time where I don't even need you to be here for me, but you're still here. And you show my people love. You show all my brothers from 157 and Joprah love. You show everybody love. So I just want to give you your flowers back and let you know that we love you. You know, I
love you too.
I QB, I'm Queens in the Bronx. I'm not QB Queensbridge. Like, I'm QB Queens in the Bronx. 183rd, which you heard, 157 and Gerard. You know, that's my crew.
Yeah.
You know, Hood Therapy. Goddamn it, we got the best fucking podcast in the game. We throw sneakers away. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, and no, tell the wife I love her. Tell Noah, my nephew, I love him. All your kids, nephew, everybody, I love you, my brother. God bless you, all right?
We love you. I have
no idea what that heard. They yonder.
I'm the son of Roger Mayweather.
Roger, tell these motherfuckers subscribe to the Prophet channel.
Prophet Muscle.
Subscribe for more, bro.